CNBC Africa's Nozipho Mbanjwa caught up with Zimbabwe's Deputy Minister for Mines Fred Moyo on the country's mining outlook. Let's take a look.
We have a diverse portfolio of mining opportunities. But I think what is important at the moment, because the world commodity prices are in a bad depression, what we need to do is to say, what can we focus on that will anchor the survival of the sector? We think that investment must go to certain minerals. And the minerals that will withstand the challenges of the price depression, I think, are precious metals. We are focusing on gold. Gold can be mined at both small and big scale. Small scale, I think, will allow us to lower our price of production to probably some $600, $700, $800 per ounce. And if that is the case, then we will be able to hang in there because the price is around $1,000. That's one area that we are focusing on. The demands on capital on gold is also a bit soft, so people can focus on that mineral.
Before we move on to another mineral, we know that the gold sector in South Africa also faces the same headwinds that you're facing, but there are additional challenges here in South Africa. Is there an opportunity here for Zimbabwe to steal away some of the gold investment in South Africa?
I think what will be the challenge for us immediately is that we are not quite well explored. We've just formed a company. We've changed our act where we used to have the Minerals Marketing Corporation of Zimbabwe, which was responsible for exporting all our minerals. We want to be able to give confidence to the mines to say, we don't need to police you. Export the minerals you want to gain. We are going to want transparency. So this revenue that we were getting from the Minerals Marketing Corporation must not go to the fiscus or to policing the investments, the marketing, but must in fact go into exploration. You see, mining will be very efficient and secure if you are mining a resource that is well defined, because you can now predict your costs more properly. So we would need to try and have a leg that runs ahead of us as we attract investment. I would like to see South African companies that can come forward and work with us on exploration. Is something that can be done very speedily. I know it's sunk costs, but they always offset when efficiencies are improved.
What about the licensing? Because I mean, that's an important part of the equation for those wishing to engage in exploration activities. Is that process streamlined and efficient?
The licensing in Zimbabwe, if I wanted a license to go into mining of gold as an outsider, it's simply to go and register your interest with the investment authority. You are not necessarily demanded to bring certain levels of capital initially, but once the authority is lodged and you confirm that you understand the rest of the rules, one of the key rules is environmental observation, and also the labor laws that have to be observed. You can in fact get your license within hours.
Within hours, so that's quite an efficient process. Let's talk about the sticky bits of this equation, the beneficiation, the indigenization policy. To what extent is this a requirement that you've seen maybe redirect foreign direct investment away from the sector?
I think beneficiation is a process. What we are saying is, can companies try and add value to minerals before they export them? It is actually beneficial to everybody. You are not now putting strain on logistics to move minerals whose real value is perhaps 20%, but you are moving 100% of materials that are going to be removed to extract the mineral and dump away the waste. We are saying, why don't we do it locally? When we do it locally, then we market up the value chain. We employ more people. We support industry because they will produce the equipment that is needed to beneficiate. But we will talk of mineral by mineral. And the stages of beneficiation vary from each mineral to the other. Gold, for instance, 2 stages and you have refined. Platinum, 3 stages you have refined. Another mineral, probably 1 stage. But if you go to PGMs, maybe you want to go and produce catalytic converters, so 5 stages. So we are looking at these. We'll move mineral by mineral. We need to also match it with the capacity of our infrastructure.
Right.
We cannot run into putting huge smelters when in fact power is not going to be available for them. So bring this in as a process.